Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Thursday Night Throwdown brought to you by the Armchair Dragoons. It is 1924 on the 3rd of July. 1924 on the 3rd of July. I am sad to be getting at this so late. I'm very, very sad. I regret this. But sometimes these naval games are just confusticating and confusing. Even really good ones. Why aren't we playing I Ain't Been Shot, Mum? You may inquire. Because Achilles is elsewhere. And he was commanding troops, and I felt dirty and bad about not letting him be here when that was happening. So, besides, that's what everybody decided to do the last time, so what else could I do? So instead, I reached into the pile, and I withdrew from the pile when Dreadnoughts ruled the seas. This is the World War I edition, those will remember. Jeff Russ, hello, Red. It will be remembered by those who have seen our previous iterations of this game, our previous playings of this game, that this game is issued by the nice folks associated with Little Wars TV. It is a convention game brought back, I think, from the 90s and brought to us in a revised form by BattleBox Studios, so here it is. And this is the much larger scenario from the first book, World War I book, Dogger Bank. Dogger Bank. And here it is. Let me do some social media stuff. Here, it was hot today. It was hot. I was surprised. I guess I wasn't prepared for it.
I'm really impressed by the Turk modeling the historical accuracy of this battlefield again.
Isn't it? Isn't it? It's exactly right.
These waves are a little off over here, but everything else looks just about right.
But I'm very disappointed in Turk and Has.
How's that?
Non-historical ships.
Yeah. That's you're just gonna. As soon as you send me those models, I will use them, Grim. Get
to the AutoCAD, Grim.
Get to your AutoCAD. Do not return until you're done. There are more historical ships, but they have horrid textures. These are actually borrowed from one of our fellow gamers here. I don't know where he got them from, but I fished them up. Yeah, it's interesting because for all the various things that we have for different periods, naval is not particularly well served, which I find very interesting.
Has, get to it.
Yeah, that would be you. That's a you thing. You're not allowed to point at Has unless such time as you are doing it first. I am a beggar. I admit that. And you know what beggars cannot be? Choosers.
Oh, I totally can. I'm a Brit.
I didn't realize that came with the portfolio.
We can totally be choosers.
Stiffer upper lip and all that.
Yeah, I guess.
Exactly.
All right, there we go. Got my social media out. We are going to blaze through the rules because a bunch of folks have never played it. I usually wouldn't do that with so little time, but these rules aren't long either, so it's not exactly troubling. This is, again, the World War I edition. You know the ship's classes. They are all marked. The one notable exception are destroyer squadrons. The British over here have 2. And the Germans also get 2. The British, I think, get a 3rd. Where is it?
Yes.
It's down there. There it is. There she is. The 3rd destroyer squadron there. So there's that bit. Each turn, and by the way, this is a D12 game. It's a D12. We will roll D12. High roll gets to choose to be side A or side B. If your ships are not in a line, that is a -1 to the initiative roll. To be in a line, you have to have a friendly ship within 4 inches of your bow or stern. And yes, all distances are doubled. These are, although they are not accurate models, although a couple of them actually are. But even though they're not accurate models across the board, they are in 1/1200 scale, which I rather like. To be in a line, they have to be within 4 inches. Destroyer squadrons don't count. Ships move 1 inch for each knot up to their maximum speed. Turns use the turning circles appropriate to their class. You have a pile of them for each of you. You may change speed from the previous turn by up to half of your current max speed. You have to declare it at the start of movement. So the gear shift is half your max. Ships in line will keep a minimum of 2 inches spacing to avoid collisions. If a ship in line wishes to pass the ship in front, each ship is moved a half ship width, say that 3 times quickly, to the side, which costs no movement, and the passing ship proceeds. Destroyers move the same as individual ships. They may make smoke during movement, which lasts until the end of the turn. Smoke blocks line of sight. A smoke trail extends as long as the squadron's movement that turn. Yes, CT, you can make smoke.
Dibs.
I have smoky things right over here just for that purpose. And again, it's as long as the ship's movement for that turn. We will have mist and fog. Mist and fog. We will have mist, actually.
I like to call that nature's smoke.
Au naturel.
Oh, smoke au natural.
Organic smoke.
We will be checking for mist movement, another thing that's not particularly easy to say. After ship movement, a die roll is made to move all mist. Mist that moves off the table reappears on the opposite edge during this phase in the following turn. Smoke does not move. After movement is done, side B resolves all gunnery, followed by side A. Firing, and this is probably the biggest rule in the game, firing is not simultaneous. Ooh. We measure from the center of models to the center of targets, center to center. If a standard inch-wide tape measure passes over the base of another ship, line of sight is blocked. So it's not just a line. It's a good, you got to go an inch. You got to look at it. Imagine that that's the center. It's not that hard to see. Destroyers only block destroyers. Look at your ship record card for the number and size of guns. Bow and aft main turrets have a 270-degree arc. Secondaries are 180 degrees from each side. Port and starboard secondaries may never both fire at the same target. You must declare all targets before hit rolls are made. You gotta say who's shooting at who, because you can't try to, wait to see if somebody sinks before shooting at somebody else. That's the point. We roll d12s per turret firing. Cross-reference the range with the gun range on the hit table. Yes, we shall. They're all right there on your cards and on your quick reference sheets. Remember, ranges are doubled. There are 2 modifiers. If a main gun, all non-secondaries, are targeting a CL or a DD, -1. And if multiple ships are firing at the same target with main guns, -1. That's it. Secondary guns do not roll damage. They just do a hull hit to CAs, CLs, and DDs. Larger ships ignore them. All other classes roll a d12 on the damage table. Results are modified. There are 5 modifiers. All 15-inch guns are a +2. All 13.5 to 14s are 1. German old 11s, that seems like a Tom Waits song, are -1. CA guns are -2. They're only -1 if they're against smaller ships. And small CA guns are a -3. Ooh. We then find out what the result is on our hit chart. There are critical hits, which we will dice for. And torpedoes. All torpedoes are announced and resolved simultaneously. They have a 360-degree arc. If not targeting the closest enemy ship, you must have at least a 4-inch wide gap to target another ship. Measure the range and roll a d12. There are only 2 modifiers, speed and whether or not you are within 45 degrees of broadside. Torpedoes are evil. Evil. All damage is suffered from gunnery or torpedoes. Cross off the relevant boxes. We have lovely red cubes on the ship's record card. When crossing off hull boxes, start left to right. Gray shaded hull boxes are the last ones to lose. When they are crossed off, the ship loses additional maximum speed equal to the number in the box. If all hull boxes go, of course, the ship sinks. Each ship may take up to 2 damage control rolls at the end of its turn, but only 1 roll per item. A roll of 1 to 3, you repair fire control, steering, or extinguishing a fire. If you fail to extinguish a fire, that's an immediate hull hit during this phase. You can have multiple fires on board, and each must be extinguished separately. I have just read to you all the rules. Let's talk about the battle. Dogger Bank, 24th of January, 1915. In August of 1914, at the outbreak of the war, British cryptologists at Room 40 deciphered German wireless codes. This allowed the Admiralty real-time knowledge of German naval activity in the North Sea. Following a widely publicized German raid on the English coast in December 1914, wasn't Churchill pleased, the British Admiralty was determined to ensnare the next raiding force. This opportunity came 1 month later, when a German wireless transmission alerted the British to a raiding sortie assembling at Dogger Bank in the middle of the North Sea. A powerful cruiser force was scrambled to intercept and surprise Admiral Franz Hipper. The fleets made contact under clear skies at 7:05. You see the fleets? Victory points. British receive 1 for each German ship with a shaded hull box but not sunk. Another 1 for each German CL or DD sunk. 2 points if you sink the Blucher. 4 points for each German BC. The Blucher has great symbolism, you see. The Germans get 1 for each British ship with a shaded hull box. 1 for each British CL or DD. 1 if at least 3 German BCs escape the table. Ooh, escaping. You will notice that you are behind the Germans and chasing them. They're looking the other way. If all German BCs escape, it's 2 points. And for each British ship they sink, they get 5. Big table. The squadrons are 80 inches apart as required. The day was clear with good visibility, but we can alternate placing some mist. The Germans get to place the first placement. The Germans may attempt to disengage from the battle by leaving any table edge. 1 time during the scenario, the British player may shift the entire battle zone by up to 6 inches. Oh, I take that back. 6 feet in any direction to keep the Germans on the table.
That's hilarious.
All ships are moved in the same amount in the direction determined by the British player. Any ships, including British, that are shifted off the table are disengaged and out of the battle. So you say 6 feet, how can that be? That's because this table is 120 inches wide. So, there you go. Well, the British forces are pretty obvious, I think. You've got this group, and this group. And the Germans, well, they're a little lighter that way. So maybe, I don't know exactly which one to throw, but I suppose it is these guys, and these guys. Including the Kolberg would go that way.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to be British? Well, I know indeed that our guy Grim wants to be British, but who else has preferences?
He's sitting right behind them, so I assume.
Yeah, who has other preferences?
I'll go German, I guess.
All right, grab.
No.
You wanna grab the blue curb on back, or on forward, I suppose. You want the
I'll
center?
go British.
All right. Chrono's going to take that
Chrono-
center group.
Chrono, I've been fighting you for 6 months. I'm going to be on your team this battle.
Okay. Feel free to take one of the light forces then, I guess.
What's the best one for training wheels?
Probably the one
Two?
with the destroyers.
Oh, these up here. He's like the
Oh,
Ebling.
with the destroyers?
Yeah, the Ebling, the Kolberg, and the 2 Kriegsmarine DD squadrons.
Okay.
I'll go British.
British, okay, who do you want?
Well, we will let Grim have the big boys.
Yeah, well, that was. I think he would have said things.
Yeah,
Um,
things unsafe for YouTube.
I'll take the older species.
All right, the New Zealand, the Indomitable, and these guys over here. All right, that leaves 2 things to take.
I'll go
I'll
German,
take-
I guess.
German, all right, that's you.
All right, that's fine. I didn't get a chance. That's fine.
Mike, you're
I was going to jump on those. Yeah, that's
Forever
fine.
held your peace.
Yeah, I did.
All right,
Going to take this here.
including
Got
the
it.
including the DDs. I left those
Please,
things alphabetical. The cards. Please feel free to orient them as you wish, and I can lock them down if you wish, which you probably want me to do
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
once you get them sorted. Who's get? Yeah, I think Robert, your mic is open.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, who's here joining us? Mr. Primrose. Ahoy! Yes, you have spoken correctly. Good to see you. For those who are aficionados of Dogger Bank, we are aware that the Ebling was not there. It should be the Rostock, but the that appears to be typographum in the rules. I'm trying to figure out what the stats for the Rostock would be, which are kind of key. So I'm hoping this. I don't think it'll imbalance anything too much.
It's basically identical. I think it's the same class as the Strausland and Gradens. So it would be.
It's not like we're outgunning anything.
Yeah, it should be fine either way.
I discovered that as I was what I do when I'm scaling things. I use Wikipedia extensively because God knows who these people are, but lovely people give me extensive statistics as to how big these boats were. And
There's
so
a whole bunch of boat watchers out there.
I guess bless them, bless them. I love them.
Boats?
And so
Boats?
yeah, boats. Some of these are boats. They're boats. Only wooden ships are ships. All these other things are toys.
The
They're
only
only
thing...
ships. They're only ships that are ship rigged.
That's right. That's
Remember-
right. Unless they're square rigged, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
These are screw driven.
You darn toot. You tell him, Chrono. You tell him.
Remember, a boat can't carry a ship, but a ship can carry a boat.
Well, that's true. All right, everybody organized such I can lock down.
I think so.
All right, I'm going to get rid of
So-
At least on the German side.
you guys.
Are we adjusting deployment at all, or is this how we're going?
Here, let me show you what your deployments are. I do it. Believe it or not, there's a map for this.
Oh, ooh, exciting.
Ooh.
Oh.
The key is these guys right here have to be 80 inches away from those guys there. So there's not a lot of room for you to maneuver, I am afraid.
Yeah, I just want to get my line closed up is the main thing. So.
You do what you feel is right within those tolerances.
Yeah, because Tiger's out of range.
All right.
So where there?
Locked. Now I'm coming over here.
Do you want me to mirror your adjustments here, Chrono?
You don't have to. I'm just trying to make sure if I can get to line distance. I can't. Maybe I can.
It's 4 inches to be in line.
Yeah.
4 inches.
Yeah.
4 inches.
Is it
Oh my god.
4 or
It's
8
giants.
Imperial Gym units?
It is 4 gym units. I try
gym
only
units,
to
got it.
speak in gym units to avoid confusion. I realize it is an imperfect process.
For the uninitiated, is that 4 or 8?
That's it's the actual distance in the rules is 2. In our table,
Okay.
it is 4.
Very good. That's easy.
We'll
The
go with
double
that, I
units,
guess.
Mike, we refer to as Imperial Gym units.
Got it.
Just because
Because why not play bigger?
Right. You know, it's not. I know I would not be able to fit a table of this size into my living room, so now we have one. All right. Everybody all set? I see all kinds of good people in line except these two guys. For some reason, they have problems. I don't know. And so that's it. That's it.
Bird watching.
Destroyers don't count. So it is a D12 from the commanders, a -2 for the Germans.
Tragic.
Oh, timeout. I failed. I failed already. I want to put mist on this table. Yes, I do.
Oh, yes. How's this? What was
Is
mist?
this right and proper?
How does mist impact things? Just because I know it.
It's misty. Why?
Ooh, ah.
Sometimes you have to put a jacket on.
Yeah, it's the same thing, really. They block line of sight like smoke.
Aha.
Does the term pea soup mean anything to you?
Yeah. Ooh, soupy. It's soupy. So here we go. There's a die. And since the Germans are running away, and they would like it if there were lots and lots of smoke. I know they would. Or mist, I should say.
Or both?
I will leave it to the Germans to roll for some mist right there.
Alrighty. Oh, boy.
You have created one mist. Believe it or not, this creature is exactly the right size. Where would you like it?
Yep.
That checks out.
Well,
Strategically placed mist.
That is a profoundly disappointing mist bank. I'm going to tell you that.
I'm aware.
I'm like, I don't know what to do here. I mean, all right, there's going to be mist.
I'm not God. I can't control the Vesa.
This is not. It is not your fault. It is not my fault. Okay, with that placement of mist, which we now have, we will. Yeah. Okie doke. With that in mind, and at that size, I wonder if we're not imagined. It's not clear that maybe the Germans and the British are supposed to roll 2. No, it can't be because you're supposed to alternate. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, D6 and a -2 for the Germans. D12.
Oh, brother. Yep.
Yeah, jeepers. Haven't started drinking yet. Got to work on it.
Oh, dear. Well,
Getting them out of the way early. That's what we're doing.
yeah.
We forgot to welcome Chrono to the team of rolling ones.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I didn't join your
Well-
team, Chrono. You joined mine.
Well, well done, Grim. All right. So the question before you, and I remind you that the it is side B. It is side B that shoots first. So reminding how initiative works. Each ship that is, whether you will choose, Grim, whether you are side A or side B.
Side A in this case.
Okay, because side B gets to shoot first. But
Of course, but they conveniently stuck their own fog in the way.
true enough. All right, everybody on that side, remember 1 inch per knot. 1 inch per knot. If you wish to make a turn, you will use one of these handy dandy circles that is relevant to your particular ship.
Ooh.
So away you go.
They all start at full speed, correct?
If you wish them to. You could start at 1 knot, as far as I can tell.
Okay.
I have no earthly idea why you wouldn't start at full speed, but
Yeah.
You gear shift by half, though, right, Jim?
yes, if you wish to down or upshift, it's by half your max.
we have a plan?
wrong.
Apparently not.
Have you met us before?
Plan is
What
get
command
close
5
and
minutes ago. You're asking
You're
a
just
lot.
moving, and you're going to close.
close distance. Jim, when does the turns take place?
Anytime
At the
you
start
want.
or at the end?
Anytime
Look.
you want.
Okay.
Look, Grim has the engaged enemy more closely signal flying. He's going to keep that up all battle.
Yeah,
I am beating.
understand.
But you don't. You've already moved 28 inches, so you can't move further.
Yeah, you can't turn.
Yeah, movement left, yeah, but... you wouldn't be
Oh,
able to-
I get it. The turning takes your movement.
Yep.
Yeah, these are massive ships.
Yeah. Hey, don't call Lion massive. She's only 31,000 long tons deep load. She ain't that massive of a girl.
Ian Jackson, Charles, good to see you. Not a sail in sight though. All right. Is that everybody on the British side done?
Yes.
German sail.
All right.
Speaking
Let's see
metaphorically
what my
only. Of
speed
course.
is. Alas. This is the sidelets.
And everybody does have their top speed in knots on them, so use that.
Seems like we start pretty close to the edge here.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to keep going.
So I get to go.
So Jim, is that 6 foot a one-shot deal, or can
One-shot
you
deal.
break it up?
Once per game.
Okay.
Yeah, the Germans are making a tough choice if they start shipping guys away because you're going to be able to pull back a ton of their guys.
Yeah, but what if our guys go off the table then?
Well, take a look at it right now. If you if you slide the table 6 feet,
I'm saying we're not 6 foot off the table. We'd be completely off the table.
yeah. Oh yeah, this turn you would be. Yep.
Yes.
This is actually my first naval game, so I hope I'm doing this right.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know how these things float.
Unless you count commands and colors red alert.
It's called buoyancy.
And just remember, it's not your left and right.
Yeah, where's all the hedges in the forests?
No,
I'm
just
still looking for the terrain.
just listen for the klaxons.
Most do. Most do. Look for the terrain out to sea. I gather that that's the Germans moved.
Yep.
We went toot toot.
All right. Oh yeah, and he doesn't say this in the rules. He says it here at the sequence of play. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but we will remember this for future. Side A makes a half move. Then side B makes its full move. Then side A makes the second half of its move.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's I knew that was somewhere and I couldn't find it. And of course it's in the sequence of play where one would think it would be pretty easy to spot, but there it is. Now missed moves. Germans, roll 1d6, please.
5.
Oh, wait, whoa, is this a 12? It doesn't say. It's clearly it's clearly a 12. It doesn't say.
All right. A 4.
4. Good. Well, that's not far at all.
It's drifting.
here I was all set to move it a lot. There you go. All right. Well, side B fires.
The happy little cloud.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be like I need 12 to hit that, but I might as well take it.
All right, so
Sure.
the Blucher is going to fire at the Lion. Let's all remember how this thing works. Where is the Blucher hiding out? There it is.
Right here at the back.
Yeah. So it's got...
Oh wait, no, he can't. Well, yeah, no, he can't. He can't do that. It's just the range is greater than 50. So
yeah. So you're going to fire that F turret, basically?
yeah, just the after it because.
All right, he's going to fire that F turret. We go over here to the chart, and we see this is it's a CA gun. Where's he a CL? Is he a cruiser?
He's a CA, so it's going to be way down here.
Yeah, so he needs a 12.
Oh wait, no, maybe he can't. Maybe he can't do that because you don't have a 60 or 70 bracket. Let me see. This chart is not well laid out as we discussed last time.
Right.
He's at about 90 gym units, so he's just in range.
Okay, so it's actually... So the point is, and we have to remember this, this is up to... This one's up to 20. This one's up to 40. This one's up to 60. So where is he?
90.
Yeah, he's about 90.
Yeah, 80, 100. It's a 12, as you say.
Got it.
Wow.
Wow. That is... That
And we're done for the night, guys. Thanks.
Thanks for playing.
Your gunnery officer in the back is like, all right.
Give him some schnapps.
No kidding.
It's just like -2 though.
Yeah,
so.
it's a -2 because he's firing at a big target, so it's 12 -2.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing at all.
Poink.
Boing.
He made some British deck crew very excited for a minute.
Yeah, it's like, they heard the sound, I suspect, ages
Yeah.
before, because I don't think these rounds are supersonic.
No.
And so as
Probably
a result, he hears the kablam, and they're waiting there for about a day and a half.
Then a big bang.
Bounces off them. Okay.
Bong.
Anything
And I
else
think
from side B? Anything else?
Derflinger, well, that's 120, which is a 60. So he's going to take a long distance shot at this CL over here. With his, what's he got? Derflinger. Yeah, oh, those are short range turrets. Ooh, well, we'll try. He has his C and D turrets.
Yeah. Short
Fling
range
some
12
derf
inch
at him.
turrets. Oh my gosh. Short range
Maybe he
12.
can't actually.
Yeah. This would be up to, is he over 100? Is he over 100?
He might be. I think he was. Let me check. I'm entering center to center here, so 107.
Yeah, then he can't hit him.
Yep. Okay, never mind then.
All right.
That's it for me. I think everyone else is out of range.
I'm assuming, based on the logic of combat, that gives the lion a shot.
I would assume so, unless they're.
I've got
What's he got?
13. I've got 13.5s.
Well, that should do it. So we go here to the lion, and we see he's got the 13.5, and he's got what, 2 forward? Yeah.
Yeah, 2 forward.
He's got 2. So he's got his A and his B, 13.5, 2 forward, British primary, same range bracket. Looks like, is that a
11, I would think, right?
is that a CL, or do you have a C? Are you a CL or a CA, Krana?
That's a CA. That's a CA.
All right, so yeah, it'd be an 11. So it's 2d12 for an 11 on each.
Ooh,
Fuck.
No, not there,
splash.
as one might reasonably expect. Okay, anything else?
I think that's it.
Yeah, no torpedoes because we're not in that kind of range.
What is the range for that, Jim?
Oh,
Oh, good. 40 max, I think.
Is it on here somewhere? No.
It's on the
It's on
back
the
side
first
of the
one.
quick reference.
Oh, you have
No.
to flip it.
There's
Who
no
knew?
range. Oh no, yeah, up to for us it's
20 and 40.
there's a 20 and 40. Yeah.
Up to 20, up to 40.
You have a much better chance of hitting it. Well, not that much better, but you have a better chance of hitting it below 20 than you do
Okay.
when you get to 40.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
That's all there is. There ain't no more. So let's take another look at this thing and go to turn 2. You guys still haven't formed line, have you? No. So it's a D12 -2 for the British still.
Yeah, for the Germans rather.
The Germans. Yeah, I was looking at the British flag when I said it.
7. Oh,
Gotcha. All right, Grim, what do you want to do?
We'll be player A again.
All right, player A moves half.
Makes
Half.
like half their total distance or half their units.
Half what they're moving.
Okay.
And there should be no... yeah, you can't change direction. Mike,
Well, I was going to account for it, but that's
you
fine.
can't. You've got to... You don't do it that way.
You gotta use the
It's
turn.
on, it's on the
Yeah,
wheel. It's on the wheel or nothing.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Ay, 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 ay.
Nelson, take the wheel.
Yeah, Mike, you just, at this point, you just want to go straight.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, since we have such an elaborate plan,
which is get 'em.
Cunning plan.
Which is get 'em.
yes. Well, left to my own devices, I had an idea.
Ideas are
necessarily-
dangerous.
Yes, aren't they, though? And you chose to let me go. All right.
I chose to let you do your job, sir.
Certainly. Wait a minute. Confusion reigns. So we're moving it, the printed number, 28 inches. So we're moving it
14.
right now.
Yep.
All right.
Destroyers would be doing 15.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And what do I have to do to make smoke, Jim?
You just say.
Okay.
You clap your hands twice.
Yeah, I know. Say Cyrano 3 times.
There you go. There.
Jim.
A side done?
Yep, at least.
All right. A is done. B, full move.
We're going to be off the table here. So
Yeah.
Is it time?
If you do, it's this is the thing. I've been taking your point and measuring it
Yeah.
out to this.
Table needs to be bigger.
No, this is exactly the size it's supposed to be.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, this is of concern because in one more turn, I think all the British will be on. and they would be able to
Pretty
pull
much
the
all the
ship.
Germans will be off.
But the-
And half the Germans will be off.
Yeah. The scenario, I think, is broken, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't, because these are, the key piece was these, and I'll quote, the thing is, if you take a look at it, it doth say
What size table does it say to play on?
18 by 12 or larger.
Or larger.
Yeah, well, but first of all,
I know.
That's a terrible instruction.
Isn't it, though?
Especially when the entire predicate of the game is escaping. I might as well tell the Germans they can't escape. Because
There is no escape.
Or you put a turn limit on it where you have to run for a certain number of turns before they can attempt to escape.
Yeah. Because this table is, in fact, or larger. Okay, so I arbitrarily am now going to make it 2 feet bigger. Or 6 feet bigger. That works, but is that the intended scenario?
Yeah. Are the British faster than the Germans?
No, they're the same on average.
The British are slightly faster, yes.
They have to be if they're ever to catch them, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, our battle cruisers are, well, at least mine, the 3 modern ones, are 2 knots faster.
Yeah, it's not by a significant amount to really.
That's not enough. That's not even enough
Yeah.
to catch them.
Yeah, you
the
technically
Germans-
will always need 3 knots to catch.
You're like 10% or less faster.
Jim, part of the problem is that we're doing double scale. So it would take twice as long for the Germans to get into the position they're in. And the British would be closer.
Why? It's 18 feet wide, and movement is doubled.
So they're getting farther. So the printed speed in knots, has that been doubled on here, Jim?
No, the way the movement speed works, you move half a knot. You're supposed to move half an inch per knot, but because we're doubling, you go 2. You go an inch. You go an inch.
You go 1.
Yeah, that should. Yeah.
That shouldn't matter, Robert.
Yeah, the scaling should work fine mathematically.
Yeah.
What's the distance are they supposed to be? What's the scenario distance say? Is how close they're supposed to stay?
80 inch. Well, 40 inches or 80 inches. The main squadron should begin 80 inches apart.
We started
Okay.
at 80, and they've gained,
We should have gained 4 inches.
give or take, about
But-
10.
The ranges.
Mm-hmm.
If we started at 40 and these are the ranges, you see you're firing, you're going to start on roughly this column, and then it's going to be closing if we're making up a few inches, where we're starting out here. So something.
The fundamental issue is there's no incentive for the Germans to stay on the table.
Well, yeah, there's that too. You've told them that they get victories by leaving, so.
Right. The minute they get victory, if they had to stay, the game would play. If they had, I don't know how fair it would be. I think they'd get pounded personally, just looking at the firepowers.
Oh yeah, they would get pounded.
It's the opposite of the first scenario where the Brits get absolutely shellacked.
Yeah, they get absolutely pumped. But there's zero way. I mean, because
the only thing you can do at this point is grab all the stuff and back us up to the edge and go from there.
Yeah, I guess.
That would at least prolong it.
Might as well play the ball where it lies, I suppose. But I think it was Mike's point that you're only closing incrementally. You know, you're not.
Like even if they slow the Blucher down, why do I stick around to save the Blucher?
Right. These
Exactly historical.
these two
Yeah.
these two ships here move 26 inches a turn, right?
Right.
They've got, let's say I shove them back 6 feet, which is 3 turns. That's 3 turns of movement for them.
And these guys gain 2 inches per turn.
Right.
Yeah.
These guys are long gone.
Like, they might be able to get some shots onto them, but so I'm leaving.
But you're only going to fire. You've got 3 columns that even if you got the cruisers, then you're getting 3 bow turrets. You know, 3 vessels of bow turrets.
Well, ultimately,
or you run the destroyers up, and they're going to get shot to crap.
Ultimately, it's Chrono's point. These guys come up here and let's say they pummel the Derflinger and the Blucher. They destroy them, right? These guys are all gone.
Yeah. It's not all that much fun. You're march columning.
Yeah, well, well, not only is it not much fun, it happens so fast. Yeah, I can't see what you're supposed to do here. I mean, I will happily read the entirety of the scenario because it doesn't take long. 9x6 or larger helps. The main squadron should begin 80 inches apart. Did that. The main German line is led as it is. The first light cruiser squadron, yes. Yes. The British win ties. Fine. One time during the scenario, the British may shift the battle zone up to 6 inches in any direction to keep the Germans on the table.
6 inches or 6 feet?
6 feet.
Yeah.
6
I was
feet.
going to say 6 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it says that if the British or if any ship moving on the table, then by that is then disengaged. It's going to come back. So
And
it's
that's the entirety of the rules.
Yeah. Well, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm trying to see. Well, I guess what I'm looking for is a way to fix it right now.
Would you
Well, I
start
don't-
the Germans closer to the British?
No.
To me, that's the clear answer.
That's
Like, you got to give me, the German, the decision point. Like, I've got to turn and fight,
Right.
or I got to just keep hustling the edge.
To me, it's cutting the distance in half. At least to try to make it something closer, you know.
that's
Even
going to make it.
then-
That's what I was going to say. If you want to just even it up a little bit, and then, like you said, start it closer, and let's just fight.
Start it closer, but remove the ability for the British to do the 6-foot shift.
Oh, I think you still have to let them do the shift, because a bunch of these Germans are going to get gone.
Well, not if you tell them they have to fight, Jim.
You know,
Play the
Change the scenario and just
Yeah.
fight.
Play the period, not the.
well, no, like I
Yeah,
said,
oh, right.
all right, let's do this. Here we go. Everybody, wait for it. Biff. How
Da-na-na-na-na.
do you love that?
Sparkle. Oh, no.
It's Farkle. It's Tournament Farkle.
Mine ship.
Mine ship. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
I mean, if you want to pull some of the British off,
Nah.
make it more even.
Here we go. Let's see what happens. And if it
All right.
breaks, it breaks. It already, we're already missing something, boy oh boy, let me tell you. That should be 40 inches off the bow of the Lion. Oh wow. How did I not get it closer? Owe me another 8 inches. What the heck? How's that? There we go. All right, and let's get interesting. Chrono, how much missed?
How much?
How much?
Twice as missed.
1d6.
Twice the missed.
Start over. 1d6. Did I leave your 1d6?
I need
You need
you
one.
covered it. Yes, I need one.
Go. Much better. There are now 6 mists. Place them. I feel so much better for some reason. Take turns. Place. You each take turns, guys.
Okay. I'll put one there.
Shocking.
How did you flip the mist? That was impressive.
We do have CT on our team.
True.
Let's go with that.
One more.
Well, it's up to the Brits.
Mm-hmm.
No banks.
No banks. They made no banks.
Nope.
They're
Just
happy
little
little
fluffy-
clouds. Happy little clouds.
No
That's it.
doggers either.
No doggers nor banks. All right. Very good. D12 -2. -2 for the Germans.
They think I take a -1 because these lot are too far apart.
We'll fix them.
Chrono,
Put
you
them
have
not-
my
put
problem.
Put them not from far apart.
You're min-maxing.
I guess.
I mean, you could fix these before we start as well if you want.
Yep.
You can form them in a line.
Well, again,
No,
they're fine actually. These two guys are in
The
line.
cruisers.
Yeah, the cruisers
Oh,
fine.
alright.
They're in front of each other like that. That's good.
Okay.
These guys and destroyers never matter. All right. So who won that? Did Chrono win it by a... Oh, look at that.
No.
Oh,
Denied.
A or B, Grim.
Grim is a jolly tar.
A or B, Grim.
We will be B.
All right. Half for A, then. Run, Germans, run.
Toot toot.
Flee, you scurvy dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's basically what we're looking at doing, Ian. Hey, Haz. I was saying nice things about you before on a podcast. You'll have to wait to hear it. All Germans good?
I'm gonna move my destroyers. Hang on.
Okay.
Mathing 32 divided by 2 is 16.
I bet you never thought you'd say that. Gotta move my destroyers.
Don't forget the smoke.
I guess I should
How far do you
Well.
go? You can make smoke, it's fine.
Always be smoking.
Is there a smoke limit?
No.
All right.
Show me six. Show me
AB-
six.
I turn on the ABS for my destroyers. Always be smoking.
When you run out of fuel, you run
Yeah.
out of smoke.
Smoke.
Mhm. There you go. You be smoking out there.
All right. Love it.
All right. British, you get to move full.
Grim's like ramming speed.
No kidding. Well, at least you'll get some shots off. And then when they pull the 6-foot thing, it will matter.
Did you do basically half the distance that this scenario prescribed?
Exactly.
I'm a lot more stressed now.
Oh, yeah. Now at least I got to think about it. And I want to be clear, I don't blame Chrono for a minute.
How does this work for the turning?
Which
Where
way
do
you
I
want to
put
go,
it?
port or starboard?
Port.
All right. So what you do is you take that 0, stick it as best you can on the prow, and go. And you're gonna have to kick it as you go. 1, 2, 3. There you go. 3.
Oh, that's clever.
Then I can.
I thought you put the ship on the dial.
No, no.
No.
To reflect the fact these things have a giant turning
There's-
radius.
There's no neutral steer.
Ah,
No. No turbos.
What? I don't get an
Here's
e-brake
your-
for a quick turn?
Yeah, you flip
Right.
the handbrake and then you.
Yeah. Just drift it.
do it
yeah,
a
you
drift.
just drift it.
Yeah,
The
drift.
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, can't you throw the anchor down and you just kind of drift around, unloading all your guns at the same time, right? I saw that in a
Saw that
movie
movie.
once.
I was
Yeah.
going to say in the movie once, yes, quite.
Yeah, you can do that if you don't want your anchor in part of your bow.
Here, Robert speaks with vast experience.
Yes. That used to be my scene anchor detail. Anchor windlass.
Watch out for freight
Go,
cable.
Stamp and go.
And when they called yellow shot, it was time to start running.
What does that mean?
You're getting near the end of the anchor chain.
Oh,
So, just for the record, all 3 of these ships are no longer in line.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Okay.
But the turn, I turned line perhaps a bit too much.
Okay. Anybody else? All good? British, all good?
I still have to move because I needed the turn.
Well, why don't you say so?
I need-
Like, as if I can't make a copy.
we don't have any CAs, right?
I don't think so.
No, it's
No.
all lights.
Yeah, we're all light and destroyers, but we've got the 5 BCs.
Right, so you don't need this one. Just adding confusion.
And the fun fact is, the Germans actually have their last, quote, AC ever built.
For the record, it took me ages to figure out how to do circles like that, so I figured it out for Kiss Me Hardy, and which they absolutely positively should redo. But anyway,
The thing that's bad about this, Jim, I would think, is that because you're controlled by the clicks, it's kind of hard to conform.
it is a hassle.
Yeah.
You have to allow for it. It's one of those things where I really wish they would. The developer of TTS, whom I love and to whom I am always grateful, I wish he had listened to us and said, given us 5-degree clicks.
Yeah.
But
Because
what it
it's
is.
really easy to keep ships in line. You just follow the one behind
well, except Grimm didn't do it the right way either. It really if you wanted to do it, it could have. You can do it, and it's not hard.
Oh, yeah.
Especially since basically the assumption is you can sort of count it back and figure out what you would have done. We did it. We played the whole freaking battle at Trafalgar, and we used the same system. So
Yes, but they had sails.
true, they're better,
Handbrakes too.
definite.
It's just because I overturned the lion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
Which is both a good thing and a bad thing.
All right, that is all the British moves. Germans, your second half.
Run, Luke, run.
In this case, run, Blucher, run.
Yes.
Nice. Don't move the mist.
Don't
There
move
goes
the
the
mist.
mist.
What's the matter with you?
I don't think
I
you
need,
can get it.
someone. I need someone to hold up, grab the mist while I move the ship.
In the mist walk. Well, I suppose you wouldn't care if you took the mist with you.
Nope.
He would prefer that the mist went with him.
Yeah, the Blucher wouldn't though.
All right, I've got it.
Thank you.
I had a funny collision.
No, it's the it's because all particle effects have to emanate from something. It's emanating from that little square. That little.
I see it now. Right, I'm activating handbrake. So if I want to turn to starboard,
Yeah, you do is you take this, put yourself at 10 there, and then each of these is an inch. So that'd be. So if you want to turn all the way to face that way, then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches, and then you're facing.
but then I'd have to continue the other half of my speed, right? So I just plow right into the airplane.
Yeah,
Go
because
for
you do owe your speed. That's true.
So you could come around.
Just keep
like
going
that,
around, yeah.
Till you get to here, and then you're facing like that.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4. What's my speed? These are 32, so
Did you already move this guy?
yes.
Okay.
You got 16 inches left, I think, right?
Yep, 16. So this is to the 4.
Or 15
Maybe.
rather, yeah. 6. You have 9 inches left, and that would get you to about here.
Yeah, you can hold that mark for me. Is there a minimum collision distance here?
No, it's supposed to be generous.
Not. Yeah, as long as you're not in line.
Yeah.
Plus your destroyers, you're like a little column of ships.
Toot,
And
toot.
this cluster.
And I
The
will
smoke
smoke
continues.
away.
The smoke continues. The smoke continues.
So proud.
I'm actually going to be like writing CT's name on the board. Making a C right now.
Look at that. Look at that smoke. Look at that.
Skywriter
Sorry, that's an F. It's the family show.
for Fidelis.
Here you go. All right.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's it.
You guys are all 14.
Yes.
I wish.
Bees.
I wish, because it's my birthday soon enough. Ugh.
Aw. Bees shoot. The bees shoot.
Lion.
Are you? Yeah. Are you B, Chrono? Or Grim?
No.
Are you a B?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
You're the. They did half. They did half. Yeah. B shoot. Here we go. Go.
So Lion will shoot at the
Little B
Kolberg.
move.
Line to the Kolberg range.
That stupid snappy on. How do I turn that off again?
Sure. Switch it to free.
17 inches on the dot, which is going to be 35 on the chart.
So the line
That's
is
the up-
shooting what? It's shooting
Primary guns, I believe.
It's gonna have how much of the batteries is it gonna get? It's gonna get A, B.
He's going to get C and D. It's not. It's the blind side for the.
For the Invincibles.
Well,
Yeah,
it's 45 off the bow.
Yeah, I beg to differ. I don't think he gets his. I don't. Whichever ones are. Yeah, he doesn't get the afts.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a 270-degree arc.
Oh right, yeah. That's the blind spot, right? Yeah. I get it.
I think it's more like that for the rear one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rear I won't get. The central turret, probably.
Middle turret, I think you could get. Let me look at it, how it's laid out. And guesstimate. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you've got that cut out there. It's forward.
So we're saying how many?
Yeah, just barely.
So we're
We
calling
got
how many?
3.
3. Okay. 3, and the range is up to 40. Correct.
Yep.
3 range up to 40. It's an 11. Other modifiers, none.
Why is it 11?
Could be
Because
10.
it's up to 40, and it's a no,
Yep.
it's a regular. Never mind. It's up to 10, and we see if the other thing. Anybody else shooting at that ship?
Nope.
Okay. Yep, 10. 3
No,
for
it's
You
11.
wouldn't dare.
Let's just CL.
You are or you aren't?
Oh, it's a CL. It's a -1.
Yeah, that's an. So yeah, now it's an 11. 3 for 11.
Is he? And he's rolling 1 or 2 or 3 dice.
He's rolling 3D. He's
Three.
rolling 3D12.
Very good.
Come on, luck. Stay with me.
Tight pattern.
One of them.
Nope.
Ooh, there's one.
It's a 13.5, look.
Yeah, 13.5 guns, so it's a +1. That's it. D12 +1. That sucked. One hull hit.
Yes, it does.
It's a Kolberg, so
Mm-hmm.
That clearly didn't hit anything important, but a hit is a hit.
Mm-hmm. Anything
So
else?
we have a palpable hit.
Any other shots?
Ouch.
What are they? Go.
The New Zealand to Derflinger.
How many guns?
It's a full broadside.
That does not answer my question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It'll be 3.
Yeah, it's 3 guns.
All right, and is the target a CL?
No,
that's a BC.
All right, so 3. What's the range?
over 40, less than 50.
Yeah.
So it's 12s, 11. Sorry. Yeah. 3 for 11.
Am I on the British short range 12s?
Yes, they will be 12s.
Oh, they're British short
I don't
range
think-
12.
Are they labeled as British short range also?
If they are, they're labeled that way on the card.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying.
What
Oh,
ship?
Yeah,
no, it's
sure.
just primaries. Okay.
Yeah, they're 12s.
Yep,
Oh, it's the
Yeah,
New
but-
Zealand it's the New Zealand that's in the lead.
So it's 3 for 12s.
Well,
Got
Not
one.
again.
Oh, geez.
That's been pretty remarkable, to tell you the truth.
I think it's just a straight roll.
Yeah, straight roll.
so those weren't short range 12s. Those were 12s.
That's actually redundant.
Very good.
8,
Oh, 1 hull.
1 hull hit.
That's on the Derflinger, right?
Yep.
Well, that was my fault. I thought Indomitable was in the lead, not the New Zealand.
I don't
So basically 12s are 12s are 12s.
Yep. Exactly.
Unless
Got
they're
it.
labeled as short range 12s, because I have one that's labeled as that.
Yeah, we've got one of each. So
Yeah.
that was my
should-
confusion.
They should have made that clear on their QRS about what that means, really. But,
Wait.
what you gonna do?
Any other shots?
I think I'm CLs. Yep, that's it.
All right. Germans.
We will turn fire with the Derflinger at the New Zealand.
How many dice?
What do I have here? I have. Ooh, that's a good question. Let me check the angle here. Because both my aft turrets can bear. But I don't think my forward turrets can. Yeah, my forward turrets have no bearing. So it's going to be two turrets. And they're short range 12s. So I think I need 12s.
And you are not, in fact, shooting at a CL.
Correct.
And nobody else is shooting at that ship.
I have no one else who can hit him because the blue crew's in the mist cloud, so
All right.
you can't see anything.
And therefore, you said, and what's the range?
Between 40 and 50.
So those are 12s, yeah. Whatever you got for 12s.
Nope.
Okay.
I
Anything
think
else?
that's all I've got.
Who did you shoot at? Was it the New Zealand?
Yeah.
I think my destroyer's got a plink. I'm
I
within
don't think
60.
I don't think secondaries can actually hurt BCs.
Correct. They
And then-
cannot. They cannot.
Okay.
You've got little 3-inch pop guns.
Yeah, your 3-inch pop guns are not going to do anything.
Does it be? Oh, that's the damage results I see now.
Mhm.
Well, I shoot at you to spite you.
All right,
just failed to
Blam.
hit.
Blam, you have shot.
Ow.
All right. I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. We move the mist. Time to move the mist. We will,
Again.
for the first time, we will move the mist. Chrono will move the mist.
Mists of time.
A 7.
A 7. Ooh.
Ah.
If you wish to assist me, you may move them 12 inches straight towards Fidelis.
How long does the smoke last?
Smoke is done.
It dissipates at the end of the turn.
Yep,
Okay.
it's already done.
So. Cool.
You can take a nice little strip of it and put it over to the side here. I fear as long as CT is near us, we may need it again. Just a guess.
ABS, man.
All right, everything moved. This one doesn't look like it.
Unfortunately for the Blucher and the Deflinger, they are now seen.
Yeah, well. Wait, why do they have line now? They should not be out of line. Did the Blucher get moved? No, the Driflinger got moved somehow.
I did nothing. All right, very good. Let's see who's out of line. No pun intended. I see 2
All of us.
Germans out of line. They're fine. They're fine. These guys, not so much. These guys. How did you get that far apart?
I have no idea.
All right.
Something's
That's what
wrong
I
with my
mean.
bloody.
He should have been able to just conform.
Those mists.
Well, yeah, but you got to do it.
Yeah. Well,
I-
Something's wrong with our bloody ships today.
yeah.
actually, it's the.
Something's wrong with our bloody steering.
That's it. It's the.
Well, plus
Clicker.
get him back in line. He can do him.
Yeah. All right, so -3 for the British and -2 for the Germans.
Pow. Oh boy,
I still win.
that's not going to do it.
What do you say, Grim?
B.
Yeah, we'll be B.
All right,
Yep.
British move half. I'm sorry, Germans. Why do I no? British stand still. Germans move half. I do want to know why in God's Green Lumpkin any British ship is turning.
They want to expose. They want to get their guns to bear.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's. I'm giving a reason.
I know that is a reason. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, I've done my turn. I don't need to turn again. Sort of.
All right. Everybody half moved on the German side.
I think we're working on the.
Doing the destroyers right now.
Maybe want to do them here. They can shoot like that. Well, you're gonna cross my bow either way from there, so yeah, that's fine. That's 3 inches, right? Basically.
That's 3. I get 16, so 13 more. Oh, I don't want to turn that much, right?
That's probably
No,
fine.
we're doing it. Yeah, we're doing a half move. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And these guys were about 2 inches behind them.
Yep. I'll grab the smoke. You can get it started like.
Just smoke on that way.
Yeah, teamwork.
There we go. Stack it up.
No time.
Need another one.
Yeah, we kind of. There should be one there too. Yeah.
All good?
Good here, yep.
All right. British, full move.
Jim, may we have another battle cruiser turner, please?
Battle Cruiser Turner, because apparently the Admiralty is not concerned about them leaving.
Battle Cruiser Turner Overdrive.
Terrible.
Not yet.
Damn. Launch. Given the fact that I can't see you, I think it would be tough to hit you. Even if I wasn't in
enough.
range.
There you
Fair
go.
enough.
There you go.
I think I got a lag spike there.
Now things
You also don't have to turn in the you can turn in the middle of your move.
Yep.
If the ships were following, they'll all turn in the same spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
As they should.
Right.
Oh,
So you'd go forward first on that rear one and then turn. They all turn in the same spot. That's how you got, I bet you that's how you got
yeah, probably.
fouled up before.
No, turn succession, not turn simultaneously.
Clearly thinking I'm Jellicoe at Jutland.
Left flank.
Look at that. Look what you just did. You made a line.
It's a column.
You're turning away from torpedo attack.
Hey, tragically, we call them ships of the line, you see.
The first one's should be a target. The second one, not so much. But then there's the Blucher.
Well, there's no secrets here. So,
But they're going to move.
Germans have...
You know, wide chat. Screw with that, Fidelis.
I don't know. Yeah, that's really funny. Second half of that word is apparently naughty.
Apparently verboten.
Verboten.
Where is my...
Look at my sequence here.
Up to you, but
I mean,
it could be spicy.
What now? It is
What
Ian
kind of spicy?
Jackson's birthday today.
happy birthday, Ian Jackson.
What are they doing?
Interesting.
3, and then we go 10.
They're going to shoot back.
They seem to have ideas.
Actually, no, they aren't. They're running behind the screen.
Yeah.
As we should.
Cowards.
Dang. Well, it's close enough for horseshoes and hand grenades. So he's gonna come up. Should be able to maintain station. 9, and then yeah, he can. He's gonna be like right there. Yeah, that's perfect. That works out perfectly.
Look at that. Now they're gonna run.
The lead one's gonna move at 16.
Well
I
done.
guess smoke up to that guy.
I got you.
That's fine.
The whole.
Why do I see CT on a speedboat just pumping smoke into the North Sea?
Shovel more coal! Shovel more coal!
Yeah!
More oil.
Yeah!
More oil.
Where is my little dial of destiny here? We're gonna turn the second squadron a touch.
My missus got in the chat just to send in nice happy emojis for Ian Jackson's birthday. It's Ian Jackson's birthday.
Happy birthday, Ian Jackson.
You're also making smoke, correct?
Oh yes.
The double smoke screen.
Class.
Why do I hear CT's voice over the radio? Why are you not making smoke?
You give us some smoke to.
Oh, good lord.
More.
I gave you a lot of smoke.
Shovel it on, Jim.
This makes me
Shovel more coal. Shovel more coal.
We're shoveling coal. We're lighting cigarettes. We're doing everything.
burning newspapers.
Oh, it's not so much you're shoveling more coal on a fire, you're just screwing with the fuel air mixture.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what you're doing. Learn your lesson. Okay. Everybody good? You're done?
I'm done.
All right. Now is actually the proper time for the moving of mist. I believe this time we're going to let Grim move the mist. 1d12.
We're gonna shoot.
Right, so D12,
No,
right?
shooting happens after mist.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
You said it's a D12, right?
D12, sir. The mist is staying right where it is.
Excellent.
All right. Bees, they shoot.
Think those destroyers.
Yep.
And seal. And you're the only one shooting at them.
Yeah.
Question, Jim.
Uh-huh.
Can the line actually see them?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
They're at the
They're
front.
basically
They're-
ahead.
They're at the
ahead
head of
smoke.
this line of smoke. That's
Yeah, they're not covered.
yeah, they're not covered by it. They're just, they're tooting it as they go, but yeah.
I want to use secondaries, correct?
Yep.
CT, talk to the engineers. We need smoke to go in front of the ships.
Yeah, you need smoke ejectors.
So all 3 battle cruisers are going to fire their secondaries at them.
What are you going to fire the primaries at?
I can't see anything.
You can fire the primaries at them.
Yeah.
Then I'll fire the primaries at them as well.
Okay.
You don't have to.
So everybody, the 3 battle cruisers are all shooting at this first destroyer squadron.
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Because they unkindly laid a smoke screen so I can't see anything.
Well, that's fair. That is a fair point. So you're going to be able to fire your starboard secondaries, which are 2, and how many turrets you got?
4.
They're all arcing in. Okay. Very good. This is multiple ships at the same target with main guns, though. So that is
Oh, yeah.
that is a minus. In addition, this is main guns at DDs, so it's a big -2. How far away are you? What's your range?
First two ships are between 10 and 20.
So it starts at an 8 and it goes to a 10. So we're going to start though with the primaries. So we'll start at the front. Four primaries for 10s. Actually, what am I saying? The secondaries are the same number, but we have to roll differently because secondaries roll differently. So 4 primaries for 10. Not a sausage. How many secondaries?
There's a lot of water splashed all over them,
Lion
though.
has 2 secondaries, 2 for 10. No. A lot of fire, not a lot of hitting. So we go next to the Tiger. Same deal.
Yeah, Africa.
Yeah, 4 and 2. Yeah, 4 for 10.
Being eyed by the tiger.
Here you go.
There's one.
And that is, let's see here. That's a 13.5, so it's a +1. 1d12 plus 1. Ooh, a 9.
Oh, second.
A hull hit and a secondary gun hit.
They don't have secondary guns, do they?
I thought that's all they had.
Oh yeah, they only have secondaries.
So on the top of the destroyers, it has the 6. I'm assuming those are torpedoes. I get 1 less torpedo.
No. It's a secondary gun. One of these secondaries got punched out.
I think I'm gonna need the aft gun.
And then, yes, I see what you mean. Yeah, you got to come up here and take that out. Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was.
I'm assuming it's because this represents like a bazillion ships, a swarm of smaller ships. So they're getting.
So that I have fewer than torpedo attacks to make. Is that what the
Correct.
T's are for?
Correct.
Okay.
Number of torpedo attacks remaining cannot exceed number in the hull box.
Everyone's just marked that. Yep. Thank you, Chrono. You thought ahead.
All right.
This is why you're in command.
You also did have 2 secondaries on there.
Yep.
Also for 10s, I believe.
Ooh, that's one more, I think.
And that's 1d12, but it is not at a plus.
I thought secondaries just did 1 hull damage.
I thought that was just against secondary guns do not hit, automatically do 1 hull damage. Oh, to DDs.
Okay.
Yeah, so it just hits a DD. What a pity. Wasted a 12. Bitter.
Yeah.
That would have been nasty. But anyway, it does a hull, so. All right, that's all of the Tiger. How about the Princess Royal?
She won't get the rear turret.
So Robert, you're telling. So how many main guns?
She should get 3 from that angle.
All right, and how many total? What's the range there, Robert?
She's 1 up from that, so she's in the.
She's at the 9. Yeah. So 10,
Yeah.
11. So that's 3 for 11 on the main guns. Ooh, got one. 1d12 plus 1. A6, that's a hull hit.
Okay.
All right.
And she also has her secondaries, which are 2 for 11. Another hit, which is a hull hit.
Okay, I didn't quite blow you out the water, but I certainly
You didn't like
shot
it.
you
They
up.
didn't like it.
We're not having fun.
I guess I don't know if there's enough gap.
There's just enough.
Something's
Okay.
lost.
Then I will fire.
All right, how many guns you got?
Remains
3 mains. What's the range?
under 30.
3 mains at range. Same. This
No.
is that same. You're firing at the same target, right?
Yeah, it should be 11.
3 for 11 again. Yep. Lay smoke, will you? No.
Oh, so close.
And then 2
And
secondaries.
which one is it? And it's the New Zealand, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
2 secondaries.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Most everybody's got that same. No.
That's a 12. 1 and 2.
Right. Anything else?
No.
All right.
What about that?
Let's see, mate.
Yeah, the auroras.
Yeah.
I think I'm on the table, but barely.
Yeah. It's 67. That puts you
Under 40.
below 40. That's not terrible. You got main guns, or we just what are you shooting at?
No, this is a light cruiser, so I'm on I think 11.
Secondaries.
It's all
Each
secondaries.
hour.
Yeah, if you can't hit the secondaries, you can't. If it's just secondaries, you can't hit them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're out of range.
Yeah, you're out of range.
No.
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Yep. It's
Never mind.
Up to 30, up to 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we've said multiple times, Chrono started
Okay.
It's badly put together, no doubt.
Because that looks like greater than 30.
No, it doesn't look
30
like
to 40?
it. That's what it says.
When I went to math class, yeah.
When I went to math class, that's it. It isn't an impression. That's what it says.
Oh, it should be less than. It should be less than 10.
Yeah.
You got to flip
right,
that there
Garrett.
alligator around.
Here's
instead of
a
middle.
wild
Right now
thought. We thought this at the time.
Alligator?
Less than or equal to. How about that?
Because
What a
this doesn't make any
concept.
sense. 'Cause it's like
Oh,
there is no range man below 10 inches apparently.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Right.
We-
That's what we were. That's what we were staring at. It was like, wait a minute.
Infinite-
We played half a game doing a chart up
Right.
because
Because it does that.
Yeah.
All right. So
the primaries can fire forever because it's over 70 inches.
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Any other shooting from the
No.
British? Okay. Good. Over to the Germans. What do you got? I can't imagine it's much with all this smoke flying around.
Blucher is going to fire their rear guns at
Yep.
the.
Oh, look at that.
Aurora.
How many guns?
Now that
Let me look.
I splashed at you.
It looks like 1 aft turret and 2 side turrets.
One. When you say side, do you mean secondary or full size guns?
They're full size. They're wing turrets, E and D. If you look
Got
at
it.
the chart here.
It's a hexagonal layout.
And what size are they?
They should be. That's a Blucher, right? I'm not telling lies. It's a Blucher. Okay. They are just primary turrets. It just says front.
All right, so that's
oh,
3.
no, sorry, no, they're CA turrets. I apologize.
They're CA guns, so that'll be a -2.
That's for damage.
That's
though.
for damage, yeah. So that's nothing there, and they're not targeting a CL or a DD. They're not okay. So what's the range?
They just CL.
Is it a CL?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No.
So
No, those are CAs.
The Aurora.
They're both-
The Aurora, the
the
CL.
Aurora's a CL.
Oh, no. Yeah, the Aurora. I'm sorry.
So that is a -1.
Go ahead.
And what's the range?
It'd be 70, just about 70 in Imperial Gym units. So
Thank
half
you.
of that.
So that's less than 40. So these are CA guns. So they are.
Yes, there we go.
You need 12s. 3 for 12s.
Yep. Let's see if the Blucher can repeat your luck from the first turn, our first run through. I can.
Look at that. And I think as a CA gun, it's a -2. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's slightly less against CL targets.
At
Right?
-1 versus
Yeah, it's a
CL.
-1. Yeah.
Yep. So 1d12 -1.
5.
And
No,
5 is
sorry.
a 4,
Apologize.
which
8.
is a hull hit.
Yep. It ended up being an 8, but same difference.
Ooh,
So-
look at all the boxes I have.
You have many.
No.
Holy cow! No, you don't. Wow! Wow! I was actually kind of shocked.
For your BC, it's incredible.
We're wrecked.
Holy stuffing. Okay.
So there should be some loss of speed.
No, when you lose the next
with
one.
that?
When you lose this one,
Okay,
you're gonna
that's
lose
what it
6. Yep.
Okay, very good.
Holy stuff. All right. Anybody
I was
else?
keeping-
Germans? Anybody?
Makes sense. They're small light cruisers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot my little secondary guns at his lion, and it does nothing.
And it does.
Out of spite.
Hell's heart, hate sake.
Exactly.
Taking all your smoke away.
Wait. We can
Wait.
do torpedoes.
I will do torpedoes.
Oh, la-di freaking da! Use the
There won't be as effective as
where?
we hoped, but we'll see.
use the arrows. Point them.
Oh, they fire amidship, don't they?
Oh yeah.
It's 360, I think, is what Will said, right?
Probably the greatest beef I've seen with this game is the very flexible aiming of torpedoes.
Yeah, because you should have so many tubes on either side.
Yeah. You
Get a
will
little arrow. That's cute.
Especially for the cap ship, especially for the cap ships that have them, because they are like 4 nap tubes, and
Yeah,
those are
they've
not
got
360. Those are not 360. They're not 360.
No, and you know, it's a game thing. This of all
Yeah.
the things that have bothered me about the way this game is put together, that is not one of them. I don't care.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
What is the range?
We're gonna be in the upper band, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So the
33.
top.
Mm-hmm. 33, which is that's okay. That target is not moving 10 knots or slower. Is it within 45 degrees of broadside to target?
Believe so.
Oh, I would say so comfortably.
Oh, yeah.
Comfortably. How many are you shooting? You're shooting 2.
Shooting
Probably
everything.
just-
Fire everything I've got.
Well,
at it.
it matters. How many are you shooting?
2.
2.
That's all we can shoot.
That's all I can shoot. All right. So that is 2, and you will need a 10. A 10.
210. Yeah, 2d12 needing 10.
2d12 needing 10s.
All right.
I believe
I need your luck, Chrono.
I'm sending my spirit energy. No, I saw it roll from a 12.
You said 12, right? I got 12.
I got 12. Yeah.
It was clearly all that gunfire,
All the splashes.
Yeah. But, you know,
considering they literally almost got blown out the water.
Mhm.
Almost.
Well, we're doing
does-
this-
tragically,
they're supposed to.
almost doesn't count.
Ooh.
There we go. Anything else?
That was
Don't
spicy.
worry.
Anything else spicy from our friends the Germans?
I don't think so.
It's all the spice I can deliver at the
Alright.
current moment.
That's. Now I'm going to get rid of the smoke. Take that.
Aha.
Putting it over here just so you can use it later.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And we will.
You notice I'm not deleting all of it.
There was a
Oh,
bit
there
of
it is.
smoke
I
left
knew
in
there
the
was
fog.
another one in there.
There we go.
Grim, that was my secret stash.
That's my secret stack of smoke. All right. Very good. Let's go one more round. We got one more round, Dennis. One more round. Just because I'm very curious to see how close you can get to the board and if our friends, the British, are going to get to execute. This scenario at least makes more sense so far.
Yeah, this feels much.
This now at least the Germans are having to make choices. I like that. Here we go.
Choices are good.
Yeah.
I do like choices. I enjoy choices.
So let's look around. Grim has dressed his ranks. Look at that. I like it. These guys still have
They're
not
still
dressed
like-
their ranks.
Nope.
So D12 for initiative, -2 for the Germans.
8.
Ooh. Oh! What say you, Germans?
Finally snatched the initiative.
This is a good question.
It's a tough choice, actually.
To B
Yeah,
Or
let's
not
do
to
B.
be.
You're gonna
Let's
be.
do B.
You're gonna be bees.
or not to be?
Will
Yes.
be.
They're gonna be bees. British. Give them a half.
Total B.
That's total B. Look at those British.
Message, Robert.
Well, to say, despite the difficulties we've had with the scenario, I like these rules for what they're intended to simulate. I do.
Yeah, what they do, I like them.
Robert's destroyers are coming.
Oh yeah, they want a piece.
Dun dun.
Hmm.
Ooh, Mike's PD ships are up and coming too. I like it.
But it makes sense why Aurora, Arethusa, and Undaunted don't have a lot. Well, at least the Aurora and Arethusa don't have a lot of hull. Those suckers are small.
Are the
light cruisers are light.
British done?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Groovy. Germans, a full one, please.
Prepare to come about.
I mean, the Aurora and Arethusa are only 3,500 tons.
Really tin
Yeah.
cans.
I'm measuring half again because I'm used to it.
I know, right?
But Mike, consider your main guns are literally 2 6-inches and 6 4-inches.
Mhm.
That's it.
He's not afraid. You know, chase down.
Oh, don't kid yourself. They're there to kill the destroyers. That's all they're there for.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what they were designed for.
Yeah,
They're fleet screens.
Just observing. Not that y'all didn't figure this out, but now if the British grab the Germans and yank the whole table back 6 feet, now it
works.
It works.
Yeah.
So I played my trap card and dragged the table back.
Well, we'd obviously want to let everybody move, and I'm going to move the mist too.
You're gonna like this spin move I'm about to pull here.
Get out there, 10 inches, and then you run another 20 this way,
Yep.
right into this fog bank.
Sort of an original Dukes of Hazzard move.
I'm known for these things.
Yeah, I was going to say, not since the punch from Vunsha.
Good. Prepare to come about.
Heresy. Kriegsmarine squadrons? They're not the Kriegsmarine.
Hauptmann Vin Diesel just did a e-brake turn.
It's not about the Kaiser, it's about family.
Von Diesel.
How do you not like that? Come on, look at that. It's a smoking J-hook.
Exactly.
Fish hook.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna need that dial here because we're slicing this way.
Although you should be slowed, right?
No, not destroyers. They don't
Not
listen.
destroyers.
Oh, they don't get slowed. Okay.
No, they
It's
just
because
get dead. They just get
Yeah,
dead.
different.
Yeah, makes sense.
Being
To Chrono's earlier point, they're just, it's a bunch of guys. What? How many did you say were in the German contingent, Chrono?
It's like 18 torpedo boats in 2 groups.
Yeah, so it's
about
like
9 torpedo
18
boats.
dudes spinning around, so they're just getting blown out of the water is what's happening to them.
I do believe we'll need more smoke.
That's right.
What's wrong with you?
A strip of smoke right there.
But
You
yes,
want
it's
turn
2
earlier,
flotillas of
I
9.
don't know if you can make that turn, so we'll leave it.
Oh, you think I should have turned in tighter?
I think you should turn in tighter to get behind the smoke here. Try and get behind this smoke. Because these guys are coming up.
Well, I was trying to specifically cut this line.
Yeah, but they can't do much to me because they're CLs. And I'm more worried about them blowing you up at this point. Because you've only got...
Okay.
So I'm just looking at it. Because you can come around 8 to 7 there. Which will give you another 23, so you can end up
Yeah, that.
kind of back in here, shielded by the smoke.
Yeah, 23 right there.
We'll just
He can't see your flags.
Yeah, right.
apparently-
He cannot see your
He
signals,
can't see
Chrono.
your signal flag. This should be disallowed. I protest.
A complete shattering of verisimilitude.
They're curving back in to go collect their medals.
They're
Going
going to be
toe to
thanked
toe
for-
with the
they're gonna be-
lion.
They're going to be thanked for their attempted torpedo attack to try and dissuade the British.
Yeah, because I think had he stayed there, he'd be toast.
Oh yeah, you would be.
What torpedo boats?
You're right.
Yeah,
All right, that it for the
All right,
Germans?
complete.
You good?
it might have been. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I
done,
think so.
yes.
Yeah.
All right, Al.
Must have been.
British, finish up your second half.
Oh, you just can't get anywhere.
Well, the mist is going to move, so we'll see what happens.
Or it might move. You don't know.
Oh yeah, it may move. Just No, just keep going. Go straight ahead. Just keep going. Right into the line.
Hey, Jeff. Germans done? British done? Oh, I see a British move.
Dun dun dun.
Drifting the night away.
No kidding.
Drifting.
All right. And I believe it is the turn of the Germans to roll a die for mist. Mist, please. Tell me what you roll.
9.
Ooh, that means the mist moves. I know that.
9.
9?
I take it back. 13.
It's not a 13. Stop it.
No, years old.
Oh.
Probably is that way.
Nope. Nope, nope.
He's ciphering.
Yeah, you're not wrong. 6 inches down and right at a 45-degree angle.
So like that.
Yep. Down and right, not left. That's left.
Oh, sorry.
It's my right.
Nope. Put it back. It's down this way.
Okay.
6 inches though.
That's up. Obviously, you're looking at the field the opposite of me. Silly me.
Oh, the line ran straight into a squall.
It did. A fog bank.
A dogger bank.
Well, that doesn't matter. The second Kriegsmarine squadron can still be blasted at.
All right. Everybody do this. So, Grim, do you wish to exercise your powers?
I will play my trap card.
All right.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap!
We're fighting on a treadmill.
Can you please gather these circles? Because I'm not moving them. And get them. Yeah, thank you.
All right, I've gathered them.
I'm squaring up my.
Die rollers too, Jim? Do you care?
I'll take them with. That's fine.
Okay.
But thank you for
Let me
that.
clear the.
I thought you were getting away.
Would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Kids, that's it.
Much better.
These will show up over here again.
Exactly. The mist arrives over there.
Mario Brothers rules.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
You run off the edge, you come on the other side.
That's funny.
Thank you.
That's
So
funny.
if our ships go off the edge, do we show up behind the bridge?
That's
Got him!
That's Activision Intellivision football from back in the day
There you go.
when the defenders could run off the right side of the screen and come on the left and sack the quarterback.
Aha! Found you.
I knew where you were. All right, so who is the bee? Who are the bees? I'm pretty
That'd
sure
be the Germans.
the Germans are the bees, which means they get to shoot first.
Ask questions later.
I'll shoot that way with the Derflinger.
The Derflinger, he will be shooting at a CL. I can see that much. Aha. Yeah,
I think it's just in my front 270
How many things you got there?
on the Derflinger. Let me see. Some of these ships have really crazy layouts. Let me look. It looks like just my short range. I'm not sure if there's a two. I need your opinion on whether this is 270 off the front or not. Maybe not. I don't think it
Oh,
is.
it's
actually.
down.
If we only had
Oh yeah,
a
no, it's just
protractor.
aft.
Wo
Oh yeah, it's
ist
just
der-
aft. It's two primaries, short range 12s.
Two primary short range 12s. La la la. All right, so that's already that'll be later. But you've already range.
Under 50.
So you're in the under 50 category. You're needing 12s.
All right. Does the -1 can I even hit them?
That's an interesting question. It doesn't say. I've assumed that a 12 will always hit.
Okay, we'll go with that then.
Let's go with that.
So it's 2.
Mm-hmm.
No dice.
Okay.
aha.
Other shots?
I think that's all I've got. That's worth shooting at anyway.
All right. Anybody else on the German side?
No range here for me.
Okay.
Same.
Well, the Moltka will take. No, the Moltka's just shot. Sorry. No, the Derflinger. Oh, that was a Derflinger. The Moltka's going to shoot these GGs.
At an under 40?
Yeah.
Not going to be an easy shot. It will not be.
They are, however, 11-inch turret. 2 11-inch turrets.
Well, that just makes it a main gun. So, 2 shots, primaries, and I'm sorry, how far?
I think it was under. He's under. It's 67 jib units, so it's going to be 34.
Yeah,
Under 40.
34, so it's under the 40, so it's a 10. Well, that's an 11.
12, I think.
What's the other
Right,
modifier?
'cause it's. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, it is just 11. Sorry, I was shortchanging myself.
You got 3 turrets there.
Do I?
Yeah.
On the Moltka? No, I don't think so.
Hold on.
Explain yourself, Robert. Don't just say
Because he has 2 aft turrets,
Oh, you're right. Plus I have the
and then
turret.
1 wing turret.
Oh, you're right.
one more.
I thought it was only one. I thought it was only one turret in the back. My
You have one
apologies.
more then. No.
Nothing. Ineffective. Desultory. We're
Any-
trying to discourage them.
Anything else? Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right. All right. How about you, British? Bring it home. You got anything you can do? What can you do?
Tiger is going to shoot at the Coburg with her mains.
Okay, so the
Wow, it's very rude of you.
range
Under
Under 50.
under 50.
under 50.
Tiger main guns. How many?
At this angle should be 3.
Yeah, I can get your aft guns there.
I'm guessing that's going to be 3 for 12s because that's a CL.
Yeah.
3 for 12s.
I've got to also declare the others, don't I?
Yeah, well, the only reason you do that, well, I suppose there's a couple. Yeah, what other shots you got?
Her secondaries can shoot at a different target, correct?
I believe so.
Yes.
Wow.
So her secondaries could shoot at the DDs.
And who's the Prince Royal going to shoot at?
Princess Royal would do.
Yeah, it doesn't say that you can or that you can't.
Well, that's awkward.
In the gap of that, I would say I don't see why you couldn't, because they could.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all right. So
We object because we don't like it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So
First of all, the tree get me, so it should be illegal.
So
But basically, Tiger and Princess Royal are firing their main guns at the Kohlberg, and then their secondaries at the DDs.
There we go.
There we are. Yeah. So yeah, well, it doesn't. So the Tiger is got it's however many guns. I think we said 3 for 12s.
3.
No.
Not with that.
And how many from the Princess Royal?
Should be further away though.
It's probably going to be 12s no matter what you do. As long as you got range, it's going to be 12s.
Kohlberg, yeah.
Yeah, that's 3. 3 for 12.
Under 50, yeah.
No. And now the secondaries at those buggers, what's the range?
Um, 30 and under 30.
So they're both under 30.
Yeah.
They're both at the under 30. They are shooting their secondaries, which are 11s. They are shooting them at, it's all going to be 12s. So it's how many secondaries?
It's all 11s, I think, because there's no modifier.
There's no modifier, Jim.
Why not?
Secondary
Oh,
guns
that's right.
don't.
It doesn't apply. Yeah. So how many secondaries?
It's 2 each.
2 each. 4 secondaries looking for 11s.
Do them all at once.
Yeah.
Blech.
None of it. Okay. Anything else?
New Zealand is firing on the Ebling.
All right. The Ebling is a CL. How many guns?
2.
2. I'm assuming you're shooting at 12s at this point.
Under 40, so...
Oh, it's under 40.
It's at 11s.
Wow. Yeah. So that's primaries 10. Yeah, it goes to 11. Yeah. No.
And can't hit the broadside barn.
No.
But this is early 20th century naval combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Carry the 1.
Anybody else?
Oh, just wait.
I don't know. Are the secondaries in range?
And these ships aren't rocking.
Right. They're smooth as glass.
Move the glass.
Running flat out.
I'm done.
All right. Very good. Well, I
Yeah,
think that would be all, unless somebody's got something. All right. Take the smoke up real quick. So here's the issue.
Indomitable.
How far-
Indomitable is going to fire at the Tiger.
I thought we were. Yeah, right.
Trail!
Southampton and Lowestoft are going to fire torpedoes at the Princess Royal.
Yeah, but you don't even know where lower stuff is.
So
I
here's
don't
the
care.
thing. So here's my big question. How far is Chrono's guys from getting out of here?
How many turns?
26.
85 inches. And he's running at 20. Yeah, so he's got 3 to 4 turns still before he can get off the map.
But we're not going to get any appreciably closer so that you're not rolling whatever, 12s,
Yeah.
11s and 12s.
Yeah.
And I'm still going to be doing my
Your
my letter S, my J turns.
Yeah, the scenario still has deep, deep problems. Because
You might pick off my CLs because they are basically glass, and 2 hits on get more than one the whole hit. I'm losing 6 knots, right? Then you're gonna start to catch them.
Yeah, the moment something like Blucher or something starts to slow down.
Yeah, the problem is you have to do a lot of damage to make them start slowing down.
Right.
True, but we are still hitting you with potentially 13.5s.
Yeah, but
Or get a crit.
to Mike's point, yeah, good luck with that rolling 12s.
Good point.
Although, if you get a crit, a deck crit, and then get a 2, then you hit your engine room or boiler room.
Yeah.
I feel like half the crits
the,
here are like you lose knots.
At
so
the far end of the dice curve, I agree.
Yeah, there's a chance. It's just not
At
great.
the far
chance.
end of the dice curve, but I don't think that's good scenario design.
Yeah, you can't base your scenario design on like, hey, play a game and if you roll a crit, you'll win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 in
100%.
1 in 3,600,
Yeah.
Right.
I don't. Something's up.
Or do we just roll a 12 in a magazine hit? It's,
Oh yeah. Yeah, you get to hood the thing.
You get the golden. You get golden BB.
This is I like the system a fair amount, actually. I like the simplicity. I like the way it gets at things, and we've been able to figure out the gaps that exist. But and I'm always open to the fact that we might have missed something. I'm not saying, but I don't see what. I read you the entire scenario.
Yeah, the scenario's got holes, and scenario design is.
I don't,
The
especially.
instruments are running, but
well, see, the thing is, the scenario set up the historic what happened. The Blucher was too slow to get away. She gets pummeled by all the battle cruisers and sunk. And in return, the Lion takes a turret crit, which causes the fire, which burns out a turret, and one of the destroyers gets all beat up, and that was the historic outcome. It was really a purse fight.
in a way, in the Lions chart, only getting burnt out in a way was kind of bad for the Brits because they didn't realize just how bad their ammo handling was going to cost them at Jutland.
Well, I guess as far as that goes, the Blucher, if that be the normative piece, the Blucher is 5 turns on the table. And there's a decent chance that the British can catch it and kill it.
Yeah.
What's the points again? What's the German points?
Well, that's why I thought your comment was pretty irrelevant, to be honest, because as whatever that is broken by the scenario.
Yeah. What are the victory conditions again? Just what are the points again? Just so we can score it.
It is. And of course, I got rid of it.
I do like the concept of an escape. It's just kind of hard to model.
Yeah, that's always been. Unless you have a game that's entirely built around a chase scenario. Oh.
Uh-oh.
You lost it, Jim.
Am I gone? Am I here?
Oh, you're here.
The server crashed.
Ah.
I mean, not that we're using it for much anymore, but
I got to get back in to make sure I can save it, just because I like to be able to show stuff what may have gone amiss. Oh, I'm here, but you all left.
yeah,
That makes me very sad.
We got double banked.
Saving quickly.
The server's still up. Let's see if I can get to it.
Yeah, I got back.
You all got back in. That was weird. All right. So
Server missed.
going back to your question.
Jim, didn't you also say that they could exit any table edge?
No, I don't.
That's true.
They may be
I think
able
they
to. If that's the case, then it's really screwed up.
I thought that you said they could.
You may be right.
Yeah, that's what I
I'm not.
I think I remember that as well. But
I am not poo-pooing you. I am looking.
Do we just scatter? go for the nearest edge?
everybody
Yeah.
scatter.
Scatter.
Boys, it's
Every
Here we
man
go.
for himself.
Points. Each German ship with a shaded hull box but not sunk is a British +1. Each German CL or DD sunk is a British +1. They get 2 if they sink the Blucher. They get 4 if they sink any of the German BCs. 1 point for each British ship with a shaded box not sunk. 1 point for each British CL or DD sunk. 1 point if at least 3 German BCs escape the table is the phrase. And 2 VP if all German BCs escape the table. And 5 for each British sunk. So
What?
let's
You get-
imagine a world in which the Germans just leave the table. They'll win on a 3-0.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
yeah, and there it is. Well done to your memories. The Germans may attempt to disengage by leaving any table edge.
Crikey, it's the Rozzers. Everybody scatter.
Well,
It's the fuzz.
No, it's
you're not
No,
gonna,
if
you're
you're-
not going to go that way. Other than that way,
British do a starboard turn and run because the heavy guns are on the left.
Mm-hmm. These guys, the Seidlitz and the Moltke, are going to do that thing that every NFL receiver does, which is shoot for the coffin corner. They're going to
Yep.
do this.
I originally turned these guys in.
Oh,
they
the
made-
the Seidlitz got beat up too.
Well, you ain't catching it in this game.
No.
The only hope the Germans have is to get the things that can catch them sort of are the torpedo boats.
the DDs.
Yeah.
The DDs are going 30 out, full out.
Yeah, but they're going to get crushed. They're going to get shot to crap before they ever get there.
Well, they're not that easy to hit, so it depends.
I mean, yeah, that's a I think I feel like if you'd done our torpedo attack with both DD squadrons, that would have forced the British to split their fire. I think that would have resulted in probably at least 8 torpedoes going in.
Yeah.
Because until we have to take 4 hits to drop down to only 2 torpedo attacks. Before that, the track goes. At least for us, the track went
Yep.
7, 6, 5, 4. So
To be honest, we couldn't. If you look at the placement of the ships right now, you couldn't have a better torpedo attack alley because all the escorts that are supposed to be protecting them are
Yeah.
way
Yeah,
far
sorry.
away.
that's why I was like, "Hey, Fidelis, you should go for it."
Yeah.
There's no escorts.
Yeah.
Get 'em.
Yeah,
I had a choice with just applying the screen and hoping for the best, or just take a pot shot. And I was like, let's take a pot shot. And I got gunned up for it, but
yeah.
Yeah, and so in hindsight, I'm like, if you went in with both, they would have had to split their fire, and we probably would have gotten a better, more torpedoes off. But
I don't know.
Yeah, well, you'd have to play the miss too, or try.
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
there's something
Yeah. A
there.
little bit of. Yeah. Sort of like playing pool. Play the mist. There you go. Well, every game is not the same, and every result
Nope.
isn't the same. So what do you do? I am very curious to those who have had a better experience, maybe with this scenario or what have you. I got one of our guys who follows along and is a big fan here. Jeff, it's leave the table. It's just leave. But it's, Jeff, who is a fan of this era, he's pointing out that the New Zealand and the Indomitable were actually much slower than the Germans.
Yep.
So, that makes it
Well,
even worse.
the speeds are off too.
Yeah,
That's-
they're rationalized. I mean, it's like you want to make it worse. Come on, it's.
a little bit of abstraction, fudging around the edges.
I don't
I'm okay
mind
with,
that.
but-
That doesn't
No,
that doesn't bother me. But
the German BCs, The problem the blue car had was it was slower than the BCs. I don't know why they have the German BCs
They're-
at 26 knots.
I mean, for the scenario, it might be because they're trying to force the BCs to stay back with the blue curve a bit more. It might be a scenario thing, but it doesn't
be.
say that. It's just on the
Could be. I mean, that is far from the worst problem with this scenario, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, this needs some work. Well, that's why the playtest pen exists, and God knows the Armchair Dragoons always stand ready to break a game at every opportunity. So
I'm doing my part.
Yeah,
It
always
definitely
doing my part.
played better the second time.
Oh yeah. It plays better. Like I say, and again, let's be clear. There are problems with the rules in terms of the way they're written and lack of clarity and pieces that are missing and stuff like that. But that's not what's broken. What's broken here is the scenario.
Yeah.
And I don't. And like I say, I am always open to the idea that I missed the boat somehow. But this was a rough go. This was a rough go.
Unintended.
Yeah. Join us on Saturday, won't you please? Won't you please? Won't you please? As we play Saturday Night Fights, which is Darylon's Attack for GDA 2, a game I've been enjoying a great deal watching. Next Wednesday, we'll be back in 1863 for Longstreet. Part of that game is going to be nuts with savage attacking and brutal defending and all sorts of good things. And next Thursday, we'll be back with I Ain't Been Shot, Mum, where we continue the delaying action at Arthenay. So much. Thank you to those who watched. Thank you to those who played. Until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon. Pause.
Happy birthday.